In this video, I'm going to show you how you could edit your banners so you can get these ready to print at Walgreens. When you open your file, excuse me, you're going to see that there's many different options to choose from. So first things first, I would just go through and figure out which one that you want to choose and how you would like to edit. Now on these files, pretty much everything can be moved, or the colors can be changed, the text can be changed. So let's say we just want to go in and add our name here. Basically, you're just going to click. I double click because it highlights everything. And let's say that I want to say, welcome to Miss Smith's class. Taking a look at that, looks pretty good. You can probably get away with making it a little smaller. Whenever you click elements in Canva, it's always going to, like a little box is going to pop up around it. And then if you put your mouse over top one of the circles, then you can resize those. So I'm going to just make that a little bit smaller. Taking a look at it, it looks good. If you want to change what it says here, you can. You can also change the colors if you want, for example, a green pencil. Let's say you want an orange crayon. You can make those changes. Let's say you want your composition book to be pink instead of black. You can do that. So let's say we're going to do this one with the pink. I do want to show you, let's click back on here, and if you right click and go to layer, show layers, this to me is really helpful because it shows all of the different pieces. So let's say, for instance, you wanted to change this brown color to a different color. You can, but sometimes just clicking here, it's really hard to like grab a hold of it because it's always going to grab the layer on top. So I like to right click, go show layers, and it shows everything that is on your banner. Also, when I was doing this, the C's, I guess it's the font, but it had like a weird little pokey thing out of the font. So I just covered it up with a little rectangle. So that's there. You can't really tell, but when you go to layers, you can see that. And if you need to move that out of the way when you edit, you totally can. But so that's our banner. And now we're going to go ahead and save our banner properly in the best possible way, so it is not blurry when you're uploading it to Walgreens. So you're going to go up to share, download. You want to keep it as a PNG file, and I don't want to save all of the pages. That's way too many. So I'm just going to do current page, which is the one that I'm on. And when you do your file size, sometimes you're going to have to play around with this a little bit. I like to start at 2.75. We're going to try it to see if it works. Because if you make it too small, then it's going to be grainy and kind of blurry when you upload it. But if you make it too big, Walgreens is going to say that the file is too big. So you may have to try 2.75, maybe even 2.5 to see if that works for you. But this is totally worth it to ensure that your banner prints out nicely. So as our banner is saving, we're going to go up and we're just going to go to Walgreens. And we're going to click on that. So Walgreens, as you know, has tons of different things, but you are specifically going to be looking for the photo department. So if you go up here, we're going to find photo. And if you click the little arrow down, you're going to go to all photo products, or you can go ahead and go to posters. Either way is going to get you there. When you are in posters, always, always, always look for the code, because they seem to always have some sort of sale code. I'm going to go ahead and copy that so we can get our discount. After we have done that, we're looking for banners. So we're down here to banners, and I'm just going to click banners, and you're going to be looking for the 2x6 banner. We want to upload our own, so let's go here, and then we are on the 2x6, so that is perfect. You can do many different kinds of banners. I just did the banner paper. I will say it is kind of thin. It's kind of equivalent to bulletin paper that you can get like in your at your school in the copy room or whatever. So it's pretty much equivalent to that. So if you want something that's going to be water resistant or, you know, super durable, vinyl is an option. It's going to cost $10 more to do that. And I do not know what those look like when they print. I will say the banners that print on the regular paper are beautiful. You can probably also laminate those if you really wanted to at your school. Again, I've not tried the adhesive ones, but I think that's a really cool idea if you did want to try that. But for these purposes, because this is the only one I can, you know, vouch for that it turns out pretty good, is the banner paper. After you ensure that you're on banner paper and 2x6, then you're going to go down to Create Now. Not right now, Walgreens, we are doing a video. So after you do that, you're going to go look for that PNG file that you just saved. So click Upload Photos. You can also sign in if you have a Walgreens account, and if you want to like save this to your account, you can do that. But I saved this to my computer, so I'm going to go to my computer, select Photos, and this is our banner. After it is all uploaded, we're going to, oh, look, it's too big. That means that we're going to have to go back and save it at 2.5. So I'm glad this happened because you can see that it's okay. Let's try 2.5. Download. We're going to go back and select more. I have to wait for it to, there we go. So here's our new file. We're going to try to upload this one. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, hopefully this one works. If not, we'll just go and make it smaller. Okay, I believe this one's gonna work. So 2.5 worked this time. Now when I did this yesterday, 2.75 worked. So I would try 2.75 first to see if it'll work, just because that's gonna be better quality. After you select the one that is the right size, then you're gonna go to Add to did it say product or project? Whatever it said. And then you're gonna notice it is all messed up, and you're gonna say, what in the world? What do I do here? It's very simple. You're gonna click in the middle and you're gonna go to rotate. Here we go. So it is rotated, but it's still huge. So we're gonna make it small again, and it fits perfectly in there. Excuse me. And you can see you can make it big, small. You don't want it to be big. When it gets too big, it'll tell you low resolution, and that's going to cut off everything anyway. So, oops, I didn't mean to minimize. I'm sorry. Definitely don't want to do that. Undo, undo. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so we have all of our banner. It is fitting perfectly on the screen. Now you are ready to print. So you're just going to go to Review Order. We want the 2x6, and it'll show you what they would look like if you were to choose the 2x8. It would be all messed up because you did not rotate a 2x8. Now you can do a 2x8. It's just going to be a little bit longer, and I'm not sure that it will fit properly because these are specifically designed for a 2x6. So if you chose the 2x8, I'm pretty sure it would probably cut off some of the edges, or you would just have like blank space at the top and the bottom. So we're going to do a 2x6 because that is what size we designed. We're going to proceed to cart, or you can add to cart and make another. We're not going to make another for these purposes, and we're going to go to your cart. We're going to add in our coupon code, apply. Oh, did I not? There we go, apply. And we got $12 off, so that is great. And then you just proceed to checkout and follow all of the steps to get this printed at your Walgreens, and then you can pick up. I will say that when you do the actual banners, So posters, 2 by 6. When you do the actual banners, let's go save one that's an actual banner. The actual banners, you will not have to rotate or anything. So it is a little bit easier, but if you do choose to do the door ones, it just has that extra step in there. So we're going to drag photo here. No, I don't want to drag. There we go. Upload. Welcome. And you know what? I forgot to save that as extra large, I believe. Done. Okay, so you will see it says low resolution. So that's because I forgot to make it bigger. So that's good that you can see this, because if it has this symbol, that means you forgot to save it a little bit larger. So it might be a little blurry. If at any time you are running into any issues, please, please, please send me an email, send me a video, send me a screenshot. I'm totally happy to help you out because I know it's kind of a big deal paying almost $20 for a big long sheet of paper, but I promise the end result is so, so good. These turned out beautifully, and I think that they're going to be a very great addition to your classroom. But if at any time you have questions, I'm just an email away. Email is the best way to reach me. Sometimes things like in Instagram and Facebook and stuff, I get so many that they kind of get lost. So shoot me an email if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help.